are moving to our next episode, episode 2, where we are going to talk about emotions and expectations, trust, freedom, and responsibility. So, in this context, my first question would be for the students. It is Ram. How do expectations, be it academic or social?
Academic and social.
Either of them. The expectations from a parent, how does it temper your confidence as a teen?
Okay. And these both factors, academic and social, like they influence your self-worth and confidence. Okay. So when it's academic pressure, we always feel like getting more marks than the other person, and becoming better in that subject. And social, we always have this fear of judgment, like somebody is going to come and judge, like, hey, you're getting very less marks and you're like this, you're like that.
So parents, please try to hear to the voice. Last episode also we've heard about being judgmental. This episode also the same word is resonating.
I feel outside it's gonna be love because teenagers are really they feel it's embarrassing to express love outside, and especially to parents. And at home, it would probably be fear and anger because parents usually retaliate when that happens. They feel the children are against them in a way. But yeah.
So my question again to you, Advaik. You've answered you've expressed two differently. One is about love when it is outside. Outside where? What kind of love? Is it a love, teenage love to another opposite gender you're talking about? What are you talking about? Okay. Okay. So, Advaik says, since I have parents over here, so I would not take the outside expression where you find it difficult. I would rather take the next part of your answer where you said that it is difficult to express anger and fear to a parent. So parents, how do you take it? Do you feel the same that your children are struggling to express their fear? In the transit, they are expressing their anger. How do you connect with them? Who would prefer to answer this?
I would say that I don't agree with what Advaik has said. There are certain instances, obviously, we cannot have everyone who is understanding as a parent or as a child. Yes, there are differences, but I think if the parent and the child can sit, discuss, and share, if it is both way, I don't think so this issue should come. As a adolescent parent, my daughter is there, and I know that we have discussed, there were issues, but when she explained it to me, I could understand and I worked on it. So as a parent, if you work on it, as a child, if they work on it, I don't think so this can come up.
So Karthik, I see you raising your hand up. Can I know what is that you want to add on further to this?
So about the thing Advik said, love outside. So the thing that you said, it's like we sit and talk together face to face, but it is fine. But sometimes you retaliate. Sometimes, to suppose for example, I like an opposite gender, and you retaliate into saying, "Why do you like this gender? I told you not to like this person," and all that. That just brings us down because you as a parent, as you just said, you like to support us. So in our words, I feel we just feel like you thought you will support us in what our decisions, in our brain, what our decisions are.
Okay, do you all want, Karthik said that, they find it difficult sometimes to get things across because they feel that you don't understand them better. But again, their intentions is not to put you down, not to shun you. It is not for that. It's only the fear that you may get distracted. Maybe this is not the right time. So as we rightly say, we have time for breakfast, we have time for lunch, you have time for dinner. Do you eat all the 3 courses together at the same time? Definitely not. So, falling in love, talking about love, there's an age for it. So, maybe that is what is their fear, that it may distract you. You may get deviated.
I think, like Principal Ma'am said, thank you, Karthik, for putting this point. My only point is that parents, for kids, that whatever it is, whether you do something wrong, whether you do right, please share with parents. We may, be aggressive or sometime, but later even we will understand. It is better at least we know directly from you rather than from someone else.
This was actually my next question to you, Mr. Oswald, saying that what expectations do children put on to themselves and get into that kind of stress or depression? Maybe sometimes it's not you as a parent who's setting up those expectations. Sometimes it is self-driven. So where is that as a parent you feel that, maybe I will ask Mrs. Sami this. Where do you think as a parent you feel that the children set in their own expectations and get into the fear, or get into a zone where they are not happy about, and that's how they look at you from that lens and think that that is what you are expecting as a parent? Any situation or any incident you would want to share, or your thoughts on that, please?
Yeah, there's so many. As a parent, I wish that we were more trustable source uh, to make sure that they're emotionally okay. So there are many cases where uh, they lean on us for advisors academically or interacting social pressures. So to be frank, in my home, I'm not a straight person to approach. Mostly they tend to lean on mother or grandparents. So most of them, their worry points will be cleared at that level only. So there are many cases where we try to induce confidence and trust in them to make sure that no worries if you fail. The failure pattern is very similar to their success pattern also. So make sure that try to take the both as equally and try to progress every day. And emotionally, when they lean on us, we try to be more active in listening to their complaints. And yes, sometimes it happens that they are more in nature of a regular pattern where we may not show much confidence in them. At the same time, we have to show a greater confidence and provide a resolution when really the problem is there. So this is what I feel that to address this on the trust point or go to approach, they all should be on an active mode of listening.
So, Mrs. Sagi has brought a very important point: trust. So, Ram, the question is to you. What does trust look like to you from your parents' point of view?
Okay, like there's a good side and a bad side. The good side is like you feel happy that yeah, they have trust on me, I have to fulfill the expectations. And the bad thing is like it suddenly feels like a burden on you. Okay, so that's what I feel.
So, having anyone wants to add further to that? He says there is a flip side for that. Good side is you feel happy that your parent trusts you. Bad side is, yeah, you are discontented that they don't trust you. Kartikeya.
What Ram said is that sometimes for the people, for parents who do not trust us, it's feels like they just don't even give like care or anything for the trust. Like you guys trusting us. Like suppose
Okay, I would add on to what Kartikeya says. Most of the time, what I get to hear from the children as a teenagers, what they express and share with us, they are trusted when they are successful. They are trusted when their scores are good. They are trusted when they are achieving things. Trust is when the going is getting bad, still you believe that your child can. So I'm sure that is what the teens are trying to convey over here in this platform, that they want you to trust them even when they are not successful. They want you to trust them even when they are aggressive. They want you to trust them even when they are not achieving.
Here, keeping a blind trust is also not good. At the same time, being make sure that they are responsible, uh, and also to make sure that they are trustable. It should go organically down the line, and I feel they both are go in parallel, like trust and responsibility.
So I beg to differ, Mr. Saki. We're talking about a beautiful scenario. Our whole podcast is not for things which are beautiful, for things which are challenging. For trust and responsibility to go hand in hand, hand in gloves, is a very beautiful scenario. Then we wouldn't have been sitting like this at all. We are talking when it is not going. How is that we try to transform it to make it good? So I'm sure everyone looks forward for the same. Definitely from the teenagers' point of view, they want them to be trusted. From the parents' point of view, they want them to be more responsible. It is mutual, but unfortunately, it is not synchronizing with one another. The moment it syncs with one another, it resonates, and the resonance is definitely going to be beautiful. So, moving forward, my next question to Mrs. Oswal: how do you decide when your child is ready for more responsibility? Because Mr. Sagi has brought in the word responsibility. So, when do you decide your child is ready for more responsibility? What makes you confident that yes, my kid can take up the responsibility?
Yeah, so basically, responsibility doesn't come with age, but yes, we can see the changes that is happening in our child when if we give them something, they respond. We can see that, and the main part is we have to trust the child, and in small things, we have to give them that responsibility and see whether they are responding in the right way. I think gradually even kids will feel that yes, since my parent is trusting me, I have to be responsible. So small things can really make, like telling them to do their little bit of household chores, telling them to do their own studies. We should leave them for some time and see, and I'm sure parents will be happy to see that yes, gradually and slowly kids are becoming responsible. But if you blindly do that, it definitely may be a problem. So with pace, or with little bit of monitoring, I think it will definitely be a good thing.
I would say there's another example. So when identify that they are capable, or how we can nurture them to become capable, what are the questions?
It's both of them together.
So that means that half of the answer she already gave.
Yes.
Something like we should give some kind of an opportunity to the kids, saying that yes, you can try to do this. At the same time, we should give a kind of a confidence to them, as these guys will not judge whether I do it right or wrong. At least kids should have that kind of a confidence. Yes, I'll give an attempt and I'll try to seek for help. So that level of monitoring can definitely help kids to start taking a little risk. In short, I would say we should encourage kids to take a little risk in terms of their regular way, so that we will try to give them a more confidence. At the same time, we have to give a little support or pat on the back and small success. Probably, let's celebrate the small success. So these things will definitely help kids to take more responsibilities.
So, if I could put that back in a nutshell, the parents feel that giving them little freedom, giving them little ownership, and once the freedom is given and the ownership is taken, celebrate the small moments, building more stronger bonding. So, since we are talking about freedom, my next question, Kartikeya, to you. So, if you're given your freedom and suddenly says, cut off, how do you feel about it?
It feels honestly terrible because it feels like they taken our freedom away from like using phones, mobiles, tablets, laptops, and etc. and etc. And it just feels awful because they have no explanation on why they took our freedom away. It's just that it feels like they just wanted to take it for the sake of their own fun. And
Yeah, sorry.
and for the thing that is that they think they just don't trust us on what we're doing on it, so that's why they like restrict our freedom, and it just it just hurts.
The very fact you've not purchased it, they have given it to you. Maybe I would say at that moment, if you can, rather than asking for an explanation, if you can do an introspection, think what has happened that they had to behave like this. People who has given it to you has taken it back. That means something would have happened, right? Maybe they are not happy narrating it to you. Maybe that's a moment where you have to do a little bit of intro and try to understand why is that they have behaved so. Again, parents, as Kartikeya rightly said, you are the one who have given the gadgets to them. You are the one who take the pride. I've seen so many of you in my room. I don't know how to use the apps and the things which are there in the mobile. But extremely well. What happened to the pride when they're turning into teens? You have encouraged it. When you want to discourage it, try to explain it, not just grab it. Advaik, you wanted to add something on this.
It's terrible because the change is very sudden and children take time to process things. So instead of suddenly just taking away things, parents should gradually do it to make the child understand what's happening and how they can fix it instead of just losing it and feeling it.
Sorry, kids, I'm sorry. To differ a little from your point of view, nothing happens sudden in a parent-child relationship. It's over a period. Yes, you can't process. I definitely agree. Hence, you are a child. That is where we say you are a teenager. Yes, it is more our ownership to explain things to you. But things doesn't happen just like that. There would have been multiple incidences which has led to the consequences of whatever it has happened. So rather than maybe at that point when they've acted very abruptly with you, without any explanation, please think from their point. Are they also under stress? Are they also struggling to meet some expectations? Are they also going through rough patches in their own relationships? Because you kids are way mature. Personally, my opinion, I would always feel this generation is way smarter. And you can voice your opinions and articulate them pretty well, which maybe I, at your age, could not do so. But again, since I feel you people are way better than our generation, maybe you should think on the other lines also. Then maybe you would understand your parent better too. Inflation has gone up, requirements and demands have gone up, lifestyles have changed. A parent has to meet all of them to meet the standards of a society. Along with that, have to handle your teenage mood swings or emotional up and down or biological, physical, hormonal changes. So why don't you guys act mature and put the parents to a shock, saying that you guys are way mature than they can think. If you can reflect a little on those things, maybe you would not be taken aback, maybe you wouldn't have been hurt, maybe you wouldn't have felt very terrible about it. Mr. Jagdish, do you want to add something to this?
I feel like parents and kids should have that level of communication. There can be a difference of opinions, but make sure that communication should go on. Say you mentioned like the situation that we could have during the time. So when parent and kid can have the conversation openly, there is no doubt definitely there will be a difference. Kid can say something, parent can say something. When we keep having that kind of a conversation, and if kids or a parent can take a pause and think from the other's point of view, I feel like we can avoid these kind of situations as an upfront.
So, Mr. Jagdish says rightly, when you have a discussion, please don't bring in emotions. Emotions will give a disconnect to the situation. It is to both, and again, children being children, You cannot expect that from a child. Definitely, as an adult, it is your responsibility. So you have to reflect. You cannot emotionally react. Even if they are aggressive, please do pause. You can walk out from that room. You can handle the situation better. You can come back once the things have slowed down and become quiet. Maybe that would bring in a lot of change, which will further nurture your bond as a child and a parent.